This is the Labour Party leaflet. It's very big, as I was telling you. Look, it's huge. Must have cost a whack of money, but then they do get money sent up from London to help with their Scottish elections. Not too sure who to talk about, but maybe Saul. Better Call Saul then. We're doing Better Call Saul now. Saul says, this is such an important election and I want my vote to matter. Oh, with you there, Saul, absolutely. And he goes on, I want a Scottish government that takes our country forward. Absolutely there as well. I mean, presumably you are talking about Scotland there, Saul, we'll assume that, right? That's why he's voting Scottish Labour, which is where he and I part company. Because I want all those things and I wouldn't dream of voting Scottish Labour. So he goes on, he says, I want an NHS that's there when we need it, opportunities for young people and the police back where they belong. We've already talked about opportunities for young people with Ailey on the post yesterday. So let's just think about putting the police back where they belong. That's all he says. That's all he says. Doesn't. So again, Saul, come on, context. I mean, presumably if you put like that, you think, well, they're not where they belong. Okay, well, how would you know that? How would you know if we've got an effective police service? I mean, I know there's been arguments about whether we should have gone down the road of Police Scotland or kept something a bit more, smaller areas or more individual police forces. But what about the crime stats? How are the crime stats doing? Stats. How are the crime stats doing? Saul, have you looked? Have you looked? It's easy to find. You just go on to ScotGov. Well, if you do that, you'll find that crime stats in Scotland have been decreasing year on year for a long time. There've been blips, of course. There are always blips in these things, but you could go back to 2007, and that's where the decrease started. So maybe having the police on the street is a bit of an old-fashioned way of thinking about policing. It might be that they're better to be behind computers, accessing databases, doing all the things that you see when you watch crime programmes. Maybe better call Saul and the other Saul and watch a few crime programmes, Saul.